Like I said, everything happens for a reason, bro.
But I mean,
that enemy may make you stronger.
Why? I am already God.
No, but
stronger. I am
you're God, but your people are not. That's what I'm saying.
This is before
the people that you're making.
This is before people. Before there's people, there
regardless of it,
there was 65 things before people.
But that is a blueprint. He wanted the people to be up there.
No, you don't. You take heed and take everything. Take the heavens and the earth out of it. Take heavens, earth, whatever.
But that's where we're at.
No. Listen. The question I have is: there is nothing. Nothing is in existence. Okay. Nothing is in existence. If I am whatever, there is nothing in existence. Why would I create an opposition? There is nothing here. Why would I create something?
No,
in opposition.
The question is
because he wanted.
If I already fucked up one time when I did this shit, why would I do it again?
That's like why are you building a fucking neighborhood? You're building a neighborhood for people to live there. You're building a neighborhood for motherfuckers to ride around and bicycles and shit.
No, it's
and for goddamn plants to be grown and all that shit.
We keep forgetting.
Because if you put it in that equation, that person that owns the neighborhood doesn't have to tell you why they made it.
No, because
that is God.
No, because the equation is we did it one time. It was a nigga that was rocking with me. He was like my man. That was like my man. That was my nigga. And my nigga turned his back on me. He said he ain't fucking with me.
What the fuck?
He don't fuck with me rocking out.
All right, he's talking. He's talking about this nigga, God Lucifer. So
this nigga went and I told him he could have this whole thing. And I decided to give this nigga
also is hell on earth.
He could ruin their life.
So you're speaking to hell on earth.
But he's perfect though.
But you're speaking to hell on earth.
But he gave some nigga who defied him.
You know what that is?
Nigga was like, I can have all these.
You know what that is that you're doing?
Free will.
You're being opinionated. That's what you're doing.
No,
that's what you believe also. That's what you believe also.
I don't believe it.
That's a fact. You know it's a fact.
I think it's something that enough people believe.
Do you know it's a fact though? How do you know it's a fact?
All right.
Because whatever people believe is.
All right. So we go back to your knowledge.
Okay.
So I build a neighborhood so people can walk around and ride bikes and be happy.
Right.
So in this neighborhood that I created, you know what? I'm gonna have this person on a bike and hip hop bus. For what?
Okay. But I'm saying that's not what I'm saying.
Because
so then the person
that made the neighborhood
created tragedy.
They put the people in the neighborhood.
Created bad things.
I mean, once again, like I said, life is imperfect.
Okay.
And things happen for a reason.
All right, they do.
That child gets hit by a bus. Once again, that's a tragedy. That's a tragedy.
Somebody get a new heart. Somebody get a new kidney.
That's a tragedy. But once again, somebody could get pregnant and have another child.
All right,
bring another child in the world. And once again, they can build around that child.
Yeah, there's always something that could be happen from any negative. There's always a positive that can happen. But why does the negative have to happen?
That's not for us to know.
Because
that person that made the neighborhood doesn't have to answer to anybody.
They don't have to answer to anybody.
No.
So they don't.
They gave someone else power to do that.
No, they didn't.
And they're watching.
They own the neighborhood.
No, they gave that person.
They own the neighborhood.
They gave that person free.
They're not. Once again, no matter what happens, in the neighborhood,
so who's in charge down there?
No matter what happens in their neighborhood, they own it.
So who's in charge?
They own that neighborhood that you built
down here, or is God in charge?
Whatever happens in the neighborhood, they own it.
Who's in charge?
All right, so they own the neighborhood. So you're telling me that I want to live in this neighborhood that you own, that I don't have no control.
You have no choice to live in that neighborhood.
Oh, we have a choice.
No.
You just said we had a choice 3 hours
ago. But I'm saying
he
put you there.
He did, but we have a choice to leave.
No, but you got choices to do what you do. You got choices to leave, but you was there. You were put in that neighborhood to leave.
But he's perfect.
You were put in that neighborhood to leave. That's what I'm saying.
So all right, cool. I leave. Somebody love me. I leave.
Yeah, take your ass to bed.
Go on to bed.
All right.
I told you that already.
I was put here to leave.
Yeah.
So I was put here to hurt my family, whatever. That was my job. That was my purpose.
Somebody
to hurt
might.
them.
But once you leave, somebody might come in and better.
But that doesn't affect. It might not affect them. That might not affect them. The way you think.
How do you know it won't?
But how do you know that it will? You keep
But
saying
you
that.
don't. You don't.
I can tell you.
You
from
don't know
experience.
anything.
I can tell you. I can tell you.
No,
from
but
experience.
no. We're talking about this. We're
Yes,
talking about
we
this
don't know.
neighborhood.
We're talking
Take
about,
you out.
So
take you out.
you're telling me that every person B dies, that every person A turns around and says, "Hey, you know what? This happened for a reason. I'm glad that it happened."
I bet you a situation happens because of you.
All right.
I bet you.
So a situation happens.
And because you know what? That's life.
But yeah,
That's what
yeah.
I'm
All right,
saying,
cool.
though.
But
Yeah.
so a situation happens. But does this person A understand the situation every time? So does person
don't know
A,
that.
We don't. But do they?
We don't know that.
But answer the question.
We
Yes
don't
or no.
know that.
It's yes or no. Do they?
There is no answer to that question.
Okay. Then we don't know. Yes
There
or
is no answer to
yes
that
or
question.
no. So,
There is no answer to that
this is-
question.
so you're
this is
telling
the
me.
thing.
You don't have no answers to these questions, bro.
So you're telling me. You know what? Fuck it. I'll put myself into it. So you're telling me that me, person A, had my daughter die.
Man, why
But
you
no,
gotta
no,
use this as an example,
because
bro?
it is life. This is life. This is my life.
Let's
This
not
is,
use
no,
that
no.
as an
We got to use that as an example because this is life. You're not understanding how people in life think.
I was about to say something,
Because-
but I can't even say what I was.
Because this is life. I am person A. Person B, daughter dies. Cool.
See, I can't even
No,
answer this question.
but this is life. This is something because we don't know what people think. We kept saying we don't know what they think. We don't know what they think.
Yeah,
Well, I'm
they
gonna tell you
do.
what they think. I'm gonna tell you what they think. So person B dies. God, why? Why? I have a whole bunch of conclusions in my head on why. Innocent. Nah, you could have taken me 1,000 times.
But
Why?
look,
But you gotta let me finish. You gotta let me finish. I don't care where I'm at. I don't care what I'm doing. I don't care about none of that. What I care about is the why. I don't care about nothing else transpiring from that point when I have the question. The question is why.
First question.
The question is why. Answer the question. Now, wait, you gotta wait. You gotta wait.
All right.
Cool. I'm in tune. I know people that have the same question. They don't have an answer. Guess what? Person A is
Rampage.
Person A goes and does something outlandish. I am person A, and I'm not going to take my life, but I have things that I need to accomplish before I die because of result of B. So now, out of one tragedy, you're going to have more than one tragedy. Then wait, you gotta wait. So you have all this happening. The question is, why allow it to happen? This is your blueprint. What do you gain out of this blueprint? What is it?
You don't have the answers.
I don't
bro.
have the answer. I don't. So the other question I have is the final thought. This is the final question. This is the final thought. So person A, how do you expect? And I know that you control that. How do you expect when person A knows that you control everything? How do you expect person A to love you, respect you, and worship you? How do you expect that? So you know what exactly? It's going to be a continuous problem.
You know it's going to be
because I'm not the only A. There's 1,000, a million, one A's.
But once again, you don't know what they're going through.
Yeah.
But it
You
happens.
don't know nothing.
It happens.
Everybody's life is different.
Everyone's life. But I look and see it happen.
But it happens. But you still don't know the whole story.
But I'm telling you,
have no reason of why that's
We've all lost somebody,
You
right?
know why your situation happened.
So
you know why your situation happened. I'm
And
giving
look,
you
he
that.
got no answer.
But anybody
He got no
else,
answer.
But hold
If my
on.
situation happened and I ain't get no answer, and I guarantee you had a situation where you ain't get no answer.
But
Bro,
you
listen,
keep
man.
trying to take away from people.
Listen,
You
but
can't
once
take
it-
away from someone else what they're feeling.
Listen, man. You got once again. You not what I tell you. He gonna give you what you need and not what you want.
That's not
Plain and simple.
that's not
You
what's
just
true.
because you asking doesn't mean that you gonna get the answer right then. And plus. You need to recognize what's going on around you. You need to recognize what you're getting out of life.
Yo, so you telling everyone, yo, you should recognize everyone's not recognizing.
Look for the good shit.
Right. You're not, that's the problem.
That is not
look,
That's the problem.
Look for the good
You
shit.
have to recognize what's going on.
You just said it. You just said it.
Fuck the
That's
fuckery.
the problem. Why am I going to create problems?
No,
If I'm God,
that's
why
not
create
what I'm
problems?
saying.
Why
That's not
create
what
problems?
I'm saying. I'm saying
If
you go home, you lost. What you mean? What you mean you can go home? Wait, no, that's not what, once again, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that you
At the end,
you
if I don't-
as
look.
we're gonna go back way 3 hours ago to what I'm
let's
saying.
go- let's go all the way to the future.
We're gonna go back way 3 hours ago to what I was saying. We are imperfect people. We are not God. There is a plan when you come out the fucking
I'm
womb.
perfect.
Hold on, when you come out the fucking womb, because you're going through it right now.
But you don't know there's a plan.
Because you're going through it right now.
How do you know that's a plan?
You just named current events
So-
that you went through.
So, but
I know
but how
current
do you-
events
but-
that I
no,
went through.
but
We
how-
all
but how do
in
you-
the wavelength.
But how do you know what's a plan? You
because
keep talking about
because we're here.
Let me tell you
No,
something.
you keep
Because if you wasn't here, then it wouldn't be a plan.
So how are you
me
so
tell you
definite on what?
Because once again, this whole life and earth is
No.
a plan.
So how are
you
you
just
definite?
said you just said it started from the heavens and earth. That was the start of a plan.
But listen, how come you can be definite on what people should know, but when I say
That's not definite. That's common logic. What we talking about right
so
now?
common logic is saying that person A is not going to say, yo, fuck.
No, that's trials and tribulations
So,
and
no,
choices
you're not
and what
listening.
you're going through
Common-
every day.
So you're telling me common logic doesn't tell you that a person doesn't...
Life is not a box of chocolates. Forrest Gump said that.
You're not listening. You're telling me that common logic, because you're saying, no, you don't know what they're going through. I don't know. But common logic dictates that if a person kills himself, that there's some people that question God before they kill themselves.
You
Common
don't know
logic.
that. You
How do
don't
I
know
know
that.
that? But you know something, but I don't know something.
I'm not saying I
But
know anything.
what you're saying is I
I'm
know.
not saying I know anything.
No, you did. You said I know there's a plan. I know there's a plan. You kept saying I know there's a plan. You just said I know there's a plan
What's
because
the
we're
motherfucking
here.
plan?
I know there's a plan. I know there's a plan, but I don't know that someone. So it's common logic. I know it's common. So when I apply common logic, you're
touche.
telling me I don't apply.
What's the
like-
plan?
Like
Touche. But what is that? What is the steps that we just said?
The basic-
That, he made the heavens and earth. He did whatever
For
on
what?
on the sixth day. For what is that?
For
Is that
what?
is that a blueprint? Is that a plan? Is that a step by step?
Time is a construct of
But
social
what is that?
gathering.
All right, no, what is
time
that,
is
though? What is
time
that,
doesn't
though?
exist. Ain't no
Okay.
6 day.
All right,
you
so
go
he
step
ain't
no
no
six
step
day.
by step is a plan.
Okay,
He has a plan.
that's all
So,
I'm
all right,
saying.
yeah, so all right, cool. He has
plan
a
was
plan.
wrong.
But the point I'm trying to say is, so you're telling me your plan involves me getting
know what?
hurt. So all right,
No, I'm not saying
that
that,
is part of
bro.
the plan. That is part of the plan.
See, I told you not to use that as an example.
All right,
Yo, I told
all right, my
you
bad.
that.
So have you ever been hurt? Have you ever felt heartache and pain?
Yeah,
That's part of his plan for you to feel that.
but
That was part of his plan. For
Probably
you to feel
so.
it. Cool. So you telling me
Probably
that,
so.
So was that cool?
that's not for me to say.
Was that cool? Why isn't it?
Because like that's
Why
not,
isn't it?
That's not for us to say. Because
Why isn't
once
it?
again, if it's a plan, we don't know what the plan is.
But that's a cool plan.
He doesn't
Involving me,
He doesn't exist if he's not perfect.
But it's not- but it's not- but
you
it's-
care about me.
Yes, but it's not
care
up to
about
me
me.
though.
You
It's up
care
to
about
him.
me.
You're right. It is happening for a reason.
So that's a cool reason. You can.
I don't think it's cool.
You
but it's not for us to know what's cool or not.
You couldn't teach me something different. You couldn't go about this a different way.
But that's
You-
not
you-
the way he wanted to go, bro.
Why? So at the expense of others.
Because you don't know the answer. Why? Because it's
We
God's
don't.
plan.
We don't. But at the expense.
It's a step by step. It's a step by step reason why you're that way.
At the expense of what? Is this a? That's why I'm asking. Is this a game?
But has your life been all the way bad?
It's not. No, it's not. I'm take. All right. Now you can take me out of it.
All right.
I've had better lives. There's people with worse lives than me.
Yeah,
Worse.
me too.
Worse. So
There's always somebody worse off than us.
So that's fair.
But life isn't fair.
Life isn't, but God created a life that's not fair. Why create a life?
God created a blueprint.
No, God created a life that was not
That
fair.
is a blueprint.
God created life, right?
Life is earth, and earth and heaven life?
No, life is life.
But
earth is a place, heaven is a place.
But is life on earth?
And who created that?
God.
So God created a life
And what he put?
that isn't perfect. God created a life
because he's a perfect being, and this is in a perfect world.
Why would he create a
Let me take a piss and you keep talking to the thing.
Yeah, when y'all go back, we 12 hours deep. We at 3 hours and 50. Y'all ain't got shit else to watch. Y'all got nothing else to do with your motherfucking time. And we're out here. But I'm trying to explain, and y'all will understand why. Because y'all know we're applying common logic and common knowledge to this situation. If you're perfect, why make something imperfect? And how we make something imperfect, if it affects other people and have feelings, why create it? If I'm an all perfect being, why am I going to create an enemy? Why am I going to create an opposition? Why am I going to create a problem? For what? And that might be the question. I might have a way. I got it. No, I got the perfect example. Women. How many times have you been chilling, minding your own business, and what does a female do? Everything's good. What is the first thing they do? Create a problem.
Yeah.
So if I'm God, why would I create a problem?
Maybe it's a conversation that needs to be had.
And that's the whole time. That's the point I've been trying to ask. Why would God create a problem? Why would God create a problem when He has a choice not to? He has a choice too. He has choices.
Because maybe it's a conversation that needs to be had to better you as an individual, as a person, or that person.
No.
It may not be to better you. It may be to better that other person.
People, but we're talking about God. God created a problem before He created people.
But you said a woman and a man.
Yeah, but that was just symbolism.
That's the analogy.
Yeah, God created a problem before there was people.
Explain.
Heavens and the earth before there was.
How is that a problem?
Who created the devil?
That's a good see.
That's what I'm saying.
That's right there.
That's what Kyle was trying to say. He created the heavens and the earth, heavens first, and they had the fallen out. According to the Bible, you said it was the instruction, the blueprint. He created the heavens, kicked Lucifer out of heaven, and put him on earth. That's what Kyle was trying to say.
You know what? That's a representation of respect.
That's what Kyle was trying to say.
The heavens and earth is a representation of respect.
So the question I have is,
and that goes back to God testing us.
So
if once again the devil was imperfect.
So he created something imperfect.
The devil was imperfect.
Yeah, who made the devil? Obviously, he had to.
There you go.
So obviously, common logic. In the beginning, God was the Word. The Word was with God. Whatever.
But I also said God has a plan.
So, but the plan. So you're telling me,
you know what the plan was? Why He made Earth?
To create something imperfect.
But
to play games with people.
No, not
to
that.
Create chaos.
Not that.
To kill, to have people watch people die.
He calls you God's child, right?
To watch people hurt.
But He calls you God's child, right?
So you want to? As a kid, you want to watch me hurt?
No.
You want to watch me cry? You want to watch me ask you questions and not answer?
No.
You want to watch me go through pain? You want to watch family members die? You want to watch people money all messed up? You want to watch? That's what you want to do.
But when it's time for you to come, as I stated, it's a beginning and it's an end of the story. When it's your time to go, were you on my side or were you not? So all right. So him putting you on Earth as an imperfect person to go through this plan, this blueprint
So-
that
so-
he has for you, that is a means to an end.
And you said the perfect thing. Are you on my side or not? So the people you put through turmoil who have it worse than me, the people born with deformities.
Because the devil
you
wasn't on his
let me
side.
finish. You gotta let me finish.
All right.
So the people who grew up poor, the people who grew up deformed, the people who grew up in messed up situations, abused, beaten, they're supposed to be on his side.
This is all God's plan.
So you're telling me after I feel abused, stuff that you're controlling, you want me to join you and be on your side?
Is there such thing as adversity? Answer that. Yes, it is.
But beyond the adversity, if someone's controlling your life as a blueprint for your life that controls every aspect, because they would say, order my steps. This guy is ordering your steps, and I know there's going to be trial. I know there's going to be but listen, but you gotta let me finish. This person is ordering your steps that keeps having you go through the rigmarole. You staying faithful, whatever. And I'm supposed to trust and follow you. If my son is all he knows is me, I'm supposed to be loving and protecting him. And every time I turn around, he's going through something crazy. As a result, it's something I can control, something I can control, I can fix. I have the power to fix. I have the power to fix him touching the stove. I can stop it. And he sees like, Dad, you didn't stop me. You kept, so for a learning experience, just so you can learn, just so you can go out there and deal with more stuff. Or I'm here to teach you, and next thing you know, I'm taken away. I'm not here to teach you. And that's the point Kyle was trying to make.
People teach each other different.
But that's the point Kyle was trying to make. Like, you brought me into this world where I have two dads that I lost. How is that fair to me? What lesson are you trying to teach me? So when I ask you to teach
I don't know what the lesson was, because that's his life and what he's going through.
So,
and if he's not seeing what's going on, maybe it hasn't happened.
So you gotta wait.
So we don't know.
So you gotta wait.
We don't know what we gotta do, bro.
But that's the thing.
There's no answers to these questions.
There is none. And that is the problem.
You have to go by what you believe.
But that is the problem.
That's
the thing. That's the problem I keep trying to tell you. That there is no answers to these questions. That is the problem.
You're saying there's a reason for these categories existing: adversity, belief, learning, teaching. There's a reason for all of this. We don't have the answers. But you know who has the answers? We have a higher being that has the answers. That's the puppeteer of all this,
so
bro.
as a higher being, why create adversity?
Those are answers that create adversity to make you a better person.
Why you can already make me a better person. You don't need.
I
don't need adversity.
Once again, you're not in the race winning every time.
But
you're not. You losing makes you a better person.
It's hard to explain.
You not winning the game every time, bro.
Adversity doesn't make everyone a better person. That is a myth. Adversity does not make some people don't overcome. Some people don't overcome
but
their
adversity happens for a reason. Exactly.
For what? What is the reason behind it? The person that doesn't make it beyond the adversity, what was that reason for them dying?
Maybe somebody, well, like I said, I can't speak for everybody. Death is a very touchy subject for me. But I'm just saying, like it is a reason. It's a reason for everything. Whether once again, somebody that dies, somebody else comes in their life. That's a possibility. Or once again, somebody might come around to make that person feel better, or make that person get over the pain and struggle and get into their life, and they able to help somebody. You never know. It's like once again, there are many factors to this situation, man.
So is it plausible? Because you keep saying for every negative action, there's a positive reaction, correct?
Yeah, just like there's good and bad, because there's a reason why it's going on.
So if there's good and bad,
and it might not happen right then. That's what I'm saying. Because he doesn't give you what you want, he gives you what you need. Plain and simple.
According to who? How is that? How is that? You don't know that for sure.
Man, listen.
You don't know that for sure.
That's common logic.
How? Give you what you need. So you telling me?
I bet
so you telling me the kid that's sexually abused by his parents is what he needed?
That's not what I'm saying.
But you say he doesn't give you what you want, but it gives you what you need.
But that situation happening in them.
But that's what they needed.
A stronger
though.
person.
He does no. So
that's not what I'm saying.
All right. So the person that gets killed.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
But you said he doesn't give you what you want. He gives you what you what
No,
he needs.
that's not it.
So it doesn't fit for
That's
everything.
not it.
It doesn't fit for everything, does it?
Man, that's not it.
So where does that? Where do you
like-
apply
like
that?
what-
Where do you apply that logic? Because you said that's logic. He doesn't give you what you want. He gives you what you need. So
No,
where
I'm
does that
talking
apply?
about when you're asking God for what you want.
But
He
what
may
if you're not
give-
asking
he
God
may-
for what you
he may-
want?
He may not give you what you want. He'll give you what you
So what
need.
if you're not asking God anything?
You're not. The child isn't asking to be molested, bro.
So
That's not like.
so what? So
Yo.
no, what I'm saying, but this is who's controlling it? Who's controlling it?
Who's controlling it? God.
Why?
Man,
You're not
listen,
asking
man.
for it. I never asked for it. I mean, I've never been molested. But I'm saying I'm not asking for something bad to happen to me.
What I say, there's a plan in the blueprint for everything.
So that's the plan in the blueprint for suffrage.
Did I just say adversity?
Adversity, yeah, that's the plan.
But
Add
that's
adversity.
overcoming adversity.
That's
I didn't say what severity of adversity is. It's a lot of levels to adversity. That's just like boom. Somebody going to prison for something that they didn't do.
so is that fair?
It's not fair, but it's life.
It is life. Who created
Life is fair. It isn't fair,
But God created life.
right?
So why would you create something unfair?
That's not. Once again, I told you it's God's plan, man. God has a plan for everybody. Though.
So that's the answer you go.
Life
That's the
isn't-
plan. How do you know
life
he-
isn't
but,
fair.
But how do you know he has a plan for everybody?
Because, like we said,
We talked
like
about
we
the
said,
plan-
out of
We talked about a plan for the earth. We never talked about a plan for life.
No, that's called what is a blueprint? What other word is used for blueprint? What other word is used for steps? All of this stuff, steps, all of these steps, levels, whatever you want to do, that's called a plan per se.
But what is the end result of this plan that you have?
This is something that you're not supposed to know.
So why? So what?
Because that wouldn't be life.
So this is a game.
If you knew the whole game, if you knew the whole blueprint, that wouldn't be life.
So it's a game. Everything's a mystery.
I mean, it's not a game. It's life.
But if God,
life is different.
So if God's looking at it, could it be a game from his point of view?
You don't know what he's looking
But
at.
I know I don't. I'm asking, could it be a game from his point of view?
But there's no could. There's what you don't know and what you do know. You don't know that.
That's what I'm asking. I don't know. That's why I'm asking the question.
Right.
Could it?
We don't have the answers, bro.
We don't.
Exactly.
But the answer, we don't have the answer. But the answer could doesn't mean yes
You have
or
to
no.
go with what you believe
So
and what you think.
can it
In your
look,
opinion.
Can it look like a game to him? And the answer could be yes. The answer could be no.
But we don't know.
We don't. But the answer is, the question is could. And the question is why?
But we don't know if it could or couldn't.
We don't. So then
We don't know what God is thinking. We don't know what tomorrow will bring. We don't know what next week will be. We can all be dead tomorrow. We don't know. We know nothing. That is life.
That is life.
Life is what. Life is the cards that we're dealt.
All
We've
right,
been dealt.
but-
It's just like fucking poker. You don't
Yeah,
know.
you don't know.
You don't know if you're gonna win or
All right,
not.
Cool. Like you said, we all could be dead tomorrow, right? And who's the last man standing?
Nobody.
Who's the last man standing? If we all be dead
You're
tomorrow,
speaking of man.
we're the last
Man.
Listen. All right, who's last? Who's last? Who's left?
You don't know.
All right, everyone's gone.
you're dead.
We're dead. Everyone's dead.
Good.
So is God left?
We don't know that.
So if we don't know,
God could come back at that point. We don't know. We
come
don't
back
know
where?
anything.
Come back where?
He could come. He could come back. He could resurrect right now. He could come back. He could come back on earth right now and just say he could come on. He could come on the earth that he made and say, "I made it. This was the blueprint right now." But we wouldn't know. We're back.
All right, so if everything died tomorrow, what is left?
We don't know what's left.
So if you know the beginning, if you're definite about the beginning,
you don't know the beginning. You just know I just told you the class with the card in the back has been that was interpretations. That was interpretations.
So how come you're definite on your answers? You said we don't know. We don't, but we know this is the beginning. So if everything dies tomorrow, because you just say you believe that the book, he says, I am the beginning and the end, but now you don't know the end. If we all die, that means God should be left, right? He should be left.
That's not what I'm saying.
No, but
I'm saying we don't know what's left.
You based your whole argument off of the Bible, correct?
Yeah.
I am the Alpha, the Omega, the beginning and the end, correct?
Exactly.
So if he is the beginning, if we all die tomorrow, everything living on this earth dies tomorrow, who's left? The end. If
you're not alive, will you see what's there?
But you're missing. All right, so God said you base it off of the Bible. You base it off of what you believe to be his words, correct?
Right.
I am the beginning. Believe. So that means you have to believe he will be in the end. You can't say, we don't know what's going to be here. You have to believe it because you said it.
Okay.
You have to believe it. You have to believe that God will be in the end. Mm-hmm. If we all die tomorrow, everyone dies. You have to believe he's in the end.
Yeah.
So we don't know what his last statements would be. We don't know anything about it. We don't know anything about him. So then you sit like, he's sitting there back by himself, no earth, everyone dead. And you're like, what was the purpose of this? What would be the purpose?
You wouldn't be like anything.
I'm not saying,
you wouldn't be here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be here, but what would be the purpose of it?
That's not for us to question.
It's not for us to question. So when I ask the question, could this be a game to him? Could it?
I don't think it's a game.
But all right, it could. A game is a wild term, right? Very wild.
Yeah,
not as
that's
wild.
A little bit left.
Yeah, it's a very wild term. Not a game. But why would you allow things to happen when you can control it? If it's not a game, why would you allow things to happen when you can control everything?
But he's making the path to control. Your life is a path. He's made that path.
So he's made.
So whatever path that he wants you to be on, that's the one you'll be on.
Exactly. So do you have a choice?
Do you have a choice of what?
You just said he made the path for you to be on whatever path he wants you to be on.
You do have choices.
You don't. You just said
because he knows what choice. He knows what choice you gonna make.
So
you're making the choice yourself.
I'm not making it. You
are making it. So
you're just saying. This is what verbatim. You said he just made the path for you to be in whatever way he wants you to go. You're going to go. Whatever way he wants you to go, you're going to go. Regardless, whatever choice you make, he's made and created your whole path. So you don't have a choice.
But he knows what choice you're going to make.
If you know the beginning and the end of the story, you can't write the story. The person can't write the story in the middle. You can't make up the story in the middle. The actor doesn't have the choice to make up the story. I know how his life ends. I know how his life begins. I know how his life ends. Is he really making a choice? Because I know the beginning and the end.
In a movie,
and I made him.
In a movie, when somebody makes a choice, is it scripted? Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the script? It's a blueprint. It's a plan.
So all right.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah.
There you go.
So,
all right.
So did the actor write the script? Sometimes, but did the person?
No, the director wrote the script. That's God.
So the director wrote the script. He's God. So the actor has to act out what's on the script, right?
Exactly.
So did the actor make the choice to do that? He's acting what's on the script. He didn't have a choice.
What I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, man.
Yeah, you just said it. You just said the actor, the director is God. He wrote the script for just the actors in the script. God told us what to do. We don't
but
have
he
a choice.
still executed what God said. Which
He
is,
didn't. He
which
didn't
is
have
God's
a choice.
plan.
He didn't have a choice. He made the path. God, whatever God wants you to do, you're going to do. Regardless.
You know what he did? He did have a choice. He could have said it. He could have made the choice and say it how it was on that script or not.
You don't get a
He
choice.
could have freestyled that shit.
He couldn't have.
Yeah, he could have.
The director be like, nah, let's do this
Why
shit over.
couldn't
Do this shit over.
But that's
Because
but
it's
that's
already
God though.
No, yeah. All right, so
Do the shit over. That's
he's
God.
All right,
That's
guess what?
God.
All right,
There you go.
It's
There
God.
you go.
Do the shit over. Guess what you do? You do it over. Did you make the choice to do it over?
You could have left. You could have went off the script and said let somebody else do it, and then you suffering the consequences outside, and you try to get another job. You know what that is? That's a plan.
No,
That's a plan.
it's not, because he knows what
It
you're
is.
gonna do. He's like, yo, he's not going. Yo, Nick, go put on this dress in this script. He know I'm not gonna do that. He knows. He knows exactly who I am. He knows me better than I know myself. Correct. So he knows exactly what choice I'm gonna make, what choice I'm gonna do. He controls all.
When you have a movie script and you have a director and y'all filming and you have motherfuckers, how many times have you been filming and somebody say, boom, oh, this script sucks. Do they go and get another person? Yeah, they do. But the script goes on though.
Yeah.
But the script goes on though.
All right, so the people that say, yo, this script sucks, and they do whatever they do they finish the movie?
But it's up to the director if they finish the movie.
But the director knows
And
they're
the
not going to finish the
director
movie.
is God.
The director knows they're not going to finish the movie.
How do they know?
knows. They don't know, because the director knows. The director is God. God knows all.
Yeah, but I'm saying
He knows.
But I'm saying, boom.
They don't have a choice. If you know what my life will,
If you got a script, and once again the director is telling you how to do this and that, if you do also have a choice. You have a choice to say it how it is.
but it's all part of
You have a choice to do what it says on that script,
Yes.
or you have a choice to get out and leave.
directly, and it's talking about a script. But if God is the director, our life is our script. We don't have a choice, because we can't, unless we kill ourselves, we can't back out of our script. So whether
Who says that?
how you gonna back out of your script?
I just told you. I said, boom.
Unless you kill
either you
yourself.
gonna say it how it is. Either you gonna not say it, and then he gonna come back, and you gonna have to say it, and you gonna have to say it, or else you gonna leave.
Your
Play
life,
the simple.
your life is the script.
That's choices.
No, your life is the script.
Yes, but in the script you do have choices.
No, there is no
That's
choice.
a plan.
So God knows if you're going to finish the script or not. He knows when your movie role ends.
But when your movie,
He knows how it ends.
if your movie role ends, he'll get somebody and put it in your role. That's what I'm saying. It's choice. It's choices.
It's not,
in
you
this.
don't have the choice.
You
Because
do.
you know what? If someone else is watching your movie with them, he's like, hey, yo, I bet Mac is going to do this. Yeah, I bet she's going to make a left turn.
But does the movie get in theaters? That's the point. With you in it.
It's
That's
not-
what I'm saying.
It's your life. God knows what you're going to do.
What I'm
every
saying
second.
is in this script, in choices,
it's no choice.
it is choices, because once again, either you say it how it's going to be said, or either you going to leave.
So
Play the simple. That's the choice.
So does God know what you're going to do tomorrow?
Yep. Sure do.
Do you know what you're going to do tomorrow?
Oh.
Or you're going to plan it out, but he knows exactly what you're going to do from every step. He knows how many steps you're going to take.
That's a fact.
Do you know how many steps you're going to take?
Who knows?
How many breaths?
Nope.
You don't know, but God knows.
Yep.
So make your choice and change his mind.
Nope.
You can't. You can't change what he already knows. You can't change the number of steps because he already knows how many steps you're going to take. You can't change how many breaths you're going to. He already knows. So what choice are you making? If you were to sit there and jump in front of a train tomorrow, he knows you're going to jump in front of a train. So what choice did you make?
What I'm saying is the blueprint is already made, bro.
He knows exactly what you're going to do. And if he knows you're going to be in a messed up situation, why allow it to happen?
Because that's life.
But why create? That's what I'm saying. Why create it?
Because
but you keep saying that's life. That's
because
life.
there's reasons for everything.
But you keep saying that's life. That's life. That's life. So there's reasons for everything. So you're telling me from a standpoint, if I'm creating all this chaos or I'm allowing all this chaos, there has to be a reason, logical reason behind it.
You create the chaos, you go to jail. What if you get reformed? That's life.
But God created the chaos. He created all the chaos. He created the good. He created the bad.
That's called trials and tribulations.
But he created it
because we're in an imperfect world.
But who created the imperfectness? Is what I'm trying to say.
Because you said God created heaven and earth.
Exactly.
Earth is
who created
Earth
hell?
is, but once again, Earth may be a representation of hell. We don't know that.
But he did the guy.
And heaven is heaven.
So the guy created.
So if we got heaven on earth. And he put us here to make the right decisions to get back to where we're supposed to go.
Why? But it's not us making it. He already knows what decision we're going to make. He already knows who's going to go to heaven. If there's a heaven or hell, he already knows who's going to go to heaven. He already knows who's going to go to hell. He already knows what people are going to do. If we believe in the Bible, Jesus said, "Yo, Peter, you're going to sit there and denounce me 3 times. I know what you're going to do, fam." Like, yo. It ain't no choice you making. And Peter's like, nah, I want you to the end. Like Peter ain't had no choice. Next thing you know, damn, 3 times, you ain't even worthy. Hang me upside down on the cross. Like, so we don't have choices. None of this is a choice. None of this is a choice. But we're living it. We're dealing with it. And when we ask for questions, they like to say, you don't question. Don't question. But we have to have questions. If we don't,
of course, it's not a choice. It's God's plan. What we've been saying.
So could it be a game? So what? So
it's
what?
Not a game.
So what is
not a game?
So what is
God is not going to play a game out.
So how do you know?
Because once again, with the bad, you have the good.
How do you know?
Once again, with the trials and tribulations, you have victory.
You have victory.
You have blessings.
So you have opposites, right? Yin and yang, right? So was God here by himself, or was there already bad and good?
These are questions you don't know, bro. Like, you asking questions that you don't know or will never know.
But you have definitive answers, so I'm asking you because you keep.
I don't have definitive answers. I have what I believe. That's what I'm saying.
So then how?
Because I wasn't there.
Then how can you tell me that I don't know?
I'm not telling you that you don't know.
You said this question. You just said this question. You don't know.
You don't know.
How do you know?
Because you didn't witness it.
You
didn't experience it.
How do you know?
Because you didn't.
How do you know?
Because you can't go back and say.
But how do you know?
Can't go back and say you was here. You was here when the heaven and earth was
But how
made.
do you know? Based upon what information do you have that I
Because you don't have that in your brain.
But how do you know?
Because you're not saying that you know what happened.
But that doesn't mean I never said that I didn't know.
But you
I
would have said that. You would have said that about 4 years, 4 hours ago.
So you're telling me what I would have said? How do you know what I would have said?
Because you would have said it.
How do you know?
Because you would have already said it after 4 years ago.
You don't know what I would have said. You don't know what I would have said.
No, but you didn't say it. That's how I know.
But you don't know.
Yes, I do.
How do you know?
Because you didn't say it.
Because I didn't say it. Now you know. Now you know because something wasn't said.
You didn't say it.
So am I happy or sad?
That's an action.
Am I happy?
Who knows? That's the only
thing.
You
don't know because I didn't say it.
Right.
So how do you know that I don't know because I didn't say it?
Because you ain't say it.
So, but I never said I was happy, but you can't tell me if I'm happy or sad.
That's emotion opposed to speaking.
All right, knowledge. So can I tell you the Pythagorean theorem?
That's something that you don't know. I mean,
how do you know? I never said it.
I mean, that's something that
you don't know what I know.
Don't know.
You don't know what I know. So I'm trying to tell you, you don't know what I know. But you're making statements because I'm saying, all right.
I'm going by action, and that's what the Lord goes by.
You can't go by. But how do you know what he goes by?
You have to know.
How do you know what he goes by?
Because
once again, you know what God goes by now.
Once again, we went back and said, like, when you ask him a question, it's not based upon him coming down and giving you the answer. It's a lot of times it's based upon action.
But how do you know?
That's what I'm saying.
But how do you know?
By experience.
All right, so
by experience and belief.
You got experience and belief. So how can you tell me from my experience and my belief of what I know that happens, that it could have been two different beings? How do you know?
That it could have been two different beings.
Beings. It could have been God. It could have been the devil from the jump.
What you saying?
But what I'm saying is, but I'm just using that example. You keep telling me what I know, what I don't know, because I didn't say it.
No, I'm not telling you what you know
You did.
or don't
You
know.
just said you didn't say. You would have told me if you was here before. You would have told me. How do you know what I would have told you? But
Because-
but you're telling
because you would have said it.
But you just
four,
said. But
4 hours ago.
But
you would have said it.
But 30 seconds ago, you said I'm not telling you what you do and what you don't know. But you just said I know what you would have said 4 hours ago.
Yeah.
So you're contradicting yourself.
How so?
Because you just said, I'm not telling you what you know. Isn't that what you said? Then you say, I'm not telling you what you don't know. Which one is it? You're not telling me what I know or not telling me what I don't know.
You confusing me, bro. Like you confusing me, bro. Like, oh.
All right, so I'm telling you that what something could be, and you say you don't know. And I'm like, how do you know that I don't know?
Because you weren't there.
But and I said, how do you know I wasn't there?
Because it was 1 million years ago, dog. You weren't alive. Like that's what I'm saying. Like
That's what
you
saying?
weren't here. Like
All right, yeah, it's hard to believe, right? It's hard to believe I was here. I was here, whatever, 6,000, 8,000 years
now
ago.
you about to tell me you was here?
No, I'm asking a question. It's hard to believe, right?
I definitely know that you weren't here.
See, you're telling me what now you're telling me what you know, right? You definitely know.
No, I tell you, I'm telling you definitely what I know on that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Right.
So how can you definitively tell me that you believe in a being that has a plan, that created a heaven and an earth and created all these people, that knows it can direct your path? But how is that believable, but not believing that I was here whenever at the beginning of time? What makes the two believable? What evidence do you have of either things occurring?
Because we're speaking of God and a human. God is a perfect being, and you're an imperfect being.
You believe in the Bible, right?
Yes.
So did God make a donkey talk?
A donkey talk?
Yeah. Remember in the Old Testament, I might have been new, but remember the donkey was telling one of them something, he wasn't listening, so he used the donkey to talk.
Yeah.
So do you believe Jesus walked on water? So you believe you're believing all this. This is believable here. You're picking and choosing what you want to believe. You believe this is believable, but this isn't believable. When both are to a mind that is simple as ours, it's hard to grasp. Either thing. Somebody walking on water, you be like, nah, yo. Moses split a whole sea, the Red Sea. Nah, this person can't do this. Person can't be from.
How do we know it didn't happen?
And how do you know I wasn't here 1 million years ago?
Because you're a human and he's not.
So is Moses human? Did Jesus come here in human form and die? Did Elijah go up in a chariot of fire?
See, here we go with this shit, man.
Did God write the 10 Commandments on a stone? On Mount Sinai?
But we're speaking of you as a being. Here.
But you don't know.
That's been here in the physical.
But you don't know.
These are people that have been here in the physical for 30 some years.
But we're talking. But
you know you weren't there. That's what I'm saying.
How do you know? How do you know?
Because once again, you are how old? That was millions of years ago, bro. You weren't here.
So you're telling
in
me
the physical.
Right, so you telling me, dude?
I didn't say nothing about your soul.
No,
it's different.
It's not about the soul.
I'm talking about you.
The physical.
You, Nick, was not here.
How do you know? Based upon what information?
You, Nick, in your physical form was not here.
How do you know? What am I supposed to look like?
What are you supposed to look like? You're supposed to look like Nick.
So if I was here, look the same.
You're supposed to look like you.
So could I been here? So a person that's 1 million years old has to look a certain way. They have to be in a specific.
They would look old as shit.
How do you know?
They would be a skeleton. They would be Blake.
So you're telling me a person,
you would be a skeleton if you were 1,000,000 years old, dog.
How do you know?
Because once again, that's common logic. The body deteriorates.
So common logic is someone walking.
Now we're talking about science.
Someone walking on water.
Now we're talking about science and anatomy.
All right, walk on water.
Man, see, man, like
you telling me someone turned water into wine.
How do you know he didn't?
How do you know I'm not here? So how is one thing
you are here in the physical?
But I'm saying how you know I wasn't here 1,000,000 years ago.
Because there's no way you could have been.
But
because you would be skull and bones right now.
But what I'm saying is, how is one thing believable and one thing not?
Because
you can't pick and choose what you want to believe.
Because it's common logic, bro.
So common logic is turning water into wine. That's common logic.
But you weren't there. I know good and well you would be a skeleton if you were 1,000,000 years old, bro.
How do you know good and well?
Because you are here talking to me. You're not 1,000,000 years old.
You don't know.
You're not 1,000,000 years old, bro.
Were you there 1,000,000 years ago?
Who know? But that's not the point.
Were you here?
That's not the point. You were here.
Were you here?
You're here for 30-umpteen years.
How do you know?
Because you're here. You're here right now.
All right, bet. How you know I wasn't here for 50 years? How do you know?
Because you're not 50.
But how do you know?
Because you're not 50.
How do you know?
Because you're 30-something. You weren't here.
How do you know? You keep telling me.
What you mean? How do I know? Because your birthday is whatever. Like, your age is whatever. 211.
All right, how do you know that's my birthday? Because I told you.
Because that's when you were born.
Because I told you.
Because that's when you were born.
What's my birth certificate look like?
So what?
You have
your birthday.
You have all these facts.
211.
But you have these facts.
Is your birthday 211?
Yes.
All right.
But before you had the answer, you had facts. You're telling me facts before I gave you the answer. How do you have all these facts about stuff without getting the answer? Is what the whole point.
Bro, you are not 1,000,000 years old, bro.
But you don't have the facts. But you have the answer. That is fact.
That's fact that you're not 1,000,000 years old.
No.
Because you're not 1,000,000 years old, you'll be a skeleton.
You don't know.
That's called anatomy.
So you're telling me a person could go
that's called decaying as a human being. You wouldn't be here.
You know what also happens when you decay? When you walk through fire, two of your friends, you know what happens? You burn. Right?
But you did.
That's believable, right? Oh, I would believe that. Oh, I don't know. I wasn't there for that one. You weren't there. You weren't there when I was born, were you? So how do you know I was born on 2/11? Because I said
you wouldn't be here decayed from fucking fire.
But the fact that you know I was born on 2/11 only because I told you, and you take me at my word, right? You take me at my word to be born on 2/11.
Yeah. No. I mean, I know definitely. Like I've been to a few of them or whatever. So
yeah, but
you wouldn't just get up. No, fuck that. You wouldn't get up. You wouldn't get up and just say, "Boom, this is my birthday."
But why wouldn't I? What evidence?
Because once again, why would you lie to people? Why would you lie to people and say it wasn't your birthday? Why would you say that? That's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
You know what I'm saying?
Why would a person touch a little kid?
Because they're gay.
It's ridiculous.
Because they're gay.
It's ridiculous, right?
They're gay psychological idiots.
There's stuff, but what makes one thing believable and what not? You can't pick and choose two extremes to believe. You have to believe.
Yes, you can. That's common logic, bro.
It's not logical.
You can't be 1,000,000 years old.
So telling me reading in a book that was written by man, saying that someone walked on water, someone went to heaven in a chariot of fire, the fire just came ablaze and he walked. So that's believable? I'm supposed to sit here and be like, I believe that.
You weren't there.
I wasn't. And you weren't there when I was born.
Yeah, but I know that you're here now. And I know it's been 30-umpteen years.
You don't know.
Yes, I do. I do.
You don't
because you're here.
Were you there every day of my life?
That's all right, but
no, but you weren't in there in the beginning.
But I'm here now though.
But you weren't in the beginning.
But I'm here now.
You weren't
though.
there in the. But
I know what age you are right now.
But you're telling me from the beginning that what happened.
There's no way that you're 50. There's no way that you're 1,000,000 years old because you're here.
Do you know?
Because you're here at 30 something.
But how is that? How is that believable? And nothing outrageous is not believable. We're still living in the area. We're still living in the area where there's a God, right?
Those are two. That's one thing that you're saying that you're 1,000,000 years old is ridiculous.
You know what?
That's one. The number two thing that Jesus walked on water and he turned water to wine. You know what? That's in like 1,000 books. That's in like 1,000 books. Why would somebody write something like that 1,000 times? Nobody has written that you're 1,000,000 years old or 50 years old, bro.
So, do you know?
This goes back to 4 hours ago when I said about the card in the back and sending it to the front.
So people don't make.
But But once again, when it gets to the front, it's their own interpretation, but it's still the same information.
So people don't believe in propaganda and creating something to create a lie, right? That's how Hitler moved his thing. He had books, thousands of books talking about the Jews.
If you look in every version of the Bible, it's going to say.
Have you read all 1,000 versions?
I've read most of them.
The Hebrew version?
And I bet you $1 million right now that if you go in there and it says Jesus turned water to wine, it's gonna say if it's an interpretation that's different, it's still gonna refer to the same thing.
So
if it's gonna say if it says if Jesus walked on water, it may be a different interpretation, but it's still gonna say the same thing.
Who wrote the book?
That's it. That's what I just said. A lot of people wrote the book.
A lot of people. Like
but it's still saying the same thing though.
Cool.
But once again, you saying that you're 1,050 years old, nobody is saying that. Except you.
So there's two instances I could talk about in the Bible. And one instance I could talk about in the Bible that says every man must live and die, correct? That's
factual information.
Factual information, right? Believe in the Bible. What happened to Enoch? He disappeared. God took him away. He was pleased. He said, "I'm taking you away." Correct? He was I think the grandson of one of the grandsons of Adam and Eve. I think he was like the grandson. You good? You're out of here. Cool. So then he goes to Elijah. I'm pleased. He disappears. Did they die? They have to return. Correct? In order to die. According to the Bible, they have to return to die. Correct? We're going off of biblical stuff here, correct? How do you know there's not a person that could be that old walking this earth? Either of those two people. You don't know. And to top it off, you know what they say, the saying is, with God, anything is possible. So if you believe in God, you have to believe that anything is possible.
Yeah, but once again, we're dealing with common logic here, dog. Like, there's no way that you could be 50 years old or 1,000,000 years old.
All right,
dog.
so common logic is okay, cool. The story of Jesus walking on water could be in 1,000 Bibles, but we're playing the game of pass note to the front. So you're telling me everything in there was written exactly the same, translated from Greek or Hebrew into English. Because I can tell you there's certain, like I've talked to people from other
everybody
countries.
that information was passed to, they have their own interpretation. Yes.
All right, so the person All right. So the people that wrote the books, like you think about John and Paul when they wrote books of the Bible, who told them what to write? So when John goes into heaven from Revelation, where did that come from?
Goes into heaven from Revelation.
Yeah, remember John sees heaven, and that's where the book of Revelation comes from.
Yeah.
So where did he get his information from?
His information that was based upon experience.
And so he wrote that out. How do you know? Because people wrote about it.
Because it's written is better than actually just saying in existence. Information and written data and written data is better than just saying.
You're right, man. Because there's no such thing as a fiction book. You know what? Black Panther was written.
Yeah,
Spider-Man was written.
But once again, we're not speaking upon fiction. Like we're not.
But
we're like this isn't what no one has ever said that's based upon fictional information.
What, the Bible?
No, I'm talking about it's written. I'm talking about boom. Like you've never seen written on the Bible that this is a fictional book. You've never seen that.
All right, but I could tell you from the Bible to the Quran, there's difference. So you're telling me that because it's written in the Bible 1,000 times, there's 1,000 versions of the Quran, all written the same, says something different when it goes to Isaac and Ishmael.
Yeah, but they still talking about the same God.
All right, so what about the Buddhists? Their book.
Still referring to the same God. All of these God, whatever is said in their interpretation of religion,
so
it all comes back to one God.
So in India, there's I think there's over 100 gods. So it's all the same person.
100 gods?
Yeah, in India there's over 100 gods.
Yeah, I believe it's all the same person. They like just because it's 100 gods don't mean that it ain't. So God is God.
So God is God. So the story. So how come they don't have a story of Jesus? What makes the story of Jesus the end all tell all story?
Why they don't have the story of Jesus?
Yeah, why don't the Hindus have
because
a story
that's
of
their
Jesus?
own interpretation of their religion, but it's still based upon God. God, what I'm referencing is the word God.
Okay, but you also mentioned that Jesus turned the water into wine, and all that was written in 100,000 books, so it's got to be true. And me being 1 million years old can't be true because it wasn't written in 1,000 books.
No matter what their path is, it still goes to the interpretation of God.
But the point where it began from, you saying because it's written, it is fact. It's more believable in fact, and it can go to God, it can go to whoever it wanted to be, and wherever but you're basing it upon because it's written. It is fact. But a person can't say something because it's not written, it's not believable.
Because it's not written, it's not believable.
But that's what you're saying, because it's people more believe something because it's written down rather than someone saying it.
Because it's not written down?
Yeah, that's what you said. Yeah, you said it's more believable when it's written down in a whole bunch of books rather than someone saying it. Like writing something down has more merit than someone speaking it. When
I think writing, I think information and data is better than word of mouth. That's what I think. Because because that's information to back up what you're trying to debate.
But you keep contradicting the power of the Bible that you hold true.
How so?
Because there's the power of the tongue that they talk about in the Bible, the power of the tongue. which is more powerful than anything written and information and data collected. The power of the tongue is the most powerful. That's why sound doesn't cease to exist. Sound is infinite. If you believe in the Bible, God spoke. They made a point to say he spoke the words into existence. He could have written them down. He could have had a sheet of paper to, first thing I'm going to do, he spoke everything into existence.
Yeah.
So the power of so that really doesn't. Yeah, it has to be. Yeah, it ain't working for me. Like the thing is back what I'm trying to say is that I can't hold weight and say that this is a plan. It could, yeah, I believe.
But that's your own choice, though.
Yeah,
it's your choice what you believe.
Yeah,
and you know what you want to follow.
But I believe what I want to believe.
Yeah.
But I have to also believe that there's an opposite to what I believe.
You believe what you believe, and I believe what I believe.
And in order for that's what happens. That's where the world gets messed up.
How so?
Because
everybody has choices.
We don't.
Yes, we do.
We don't. That's the whole thing. Is we don't. That's why the world is. We don't have choices. We don't.
You're choosing. You're choosing to.
God already knows what decision I'm making.
Right. But what I'm saying is, it's a reason why we're having this conversation.
You know what? He knew.
It's a reason why I'm speaking to you with my viewpoint and you speaking to me with your viewpoint.
But you know
see what I'm
Let
saying?
me tell you what's crazy.
You didn't know what I was gonna say tonight, and I didn't know what you were gonna say. But it happened though.
You know who did?
God.
You know how long you knew?
What you mean?
And how long you knew we was gonna have this conversation?
Forever.
Exactly. So what choice did we make? If you know a million years ago, I was gonna be right here at this time. What choice did I have? Please tell me.
I mean, we have choices.
What choice did I have?
We making the choice right now.
You know, he knows. He knew this years ago.
He knows, but we didn't know. So that's what I'm saying.
So if I know what's going to happen, I put this person.
No, you don't. You don't.
Did he put me here?
You.
I don't. Exactly.
You don't. You making the choices.
I'm not making the choice.
Yes, you are.
Did he put me here?
You're making the choices on this earth.
Who put me here? I didn't make the choice to be here.
Yes, but you make choices every day.
Who made the choice for me to be here?
God.
That was part of who's plan, right? God's plan, right?
Yes.
So if it's his plan for me to be here,
you telling me you don't make choices every day?
No, they're already made for me.
But you, as a person,
I don't make them.
So you, as a person, don't talk and make those choices.
God already knows I'm gonna die.
No, but I'm saying you do not talk and make those choices.
Don't.
Yes, you do. You talk every day, bro.
Yeah, I talk, but I don't make the decisions. I don't choose the words that come out. God chose these words.
No, but you're making the action to make the choice, bro. You make the choice to walk out the door. You make the choice to drive.
I didn't. God does all that.
Are you walking to the car? Are you going out the door? Those are choices that you're making. Just because he's leading doesn't mean that you're not making those choices.
He's making the choices for me.
No, you're not getting what I'm saying, bro.
You're not getting what
you're really not.
Look.
Because you're once again, like I said, he is the architect, we are the fucking workers. He has the blueprint already. We're exercising the blueprint. When we say choices, those are that's a symbolization. So that is a symbolization of saying, boom, you're waking up. You chose to come in this dungeon. You chose to do this podcast. You're choosing to make. You're making the actions to do so, bro.
I know.
That's what I'm saying.
I didn't choose it.
How so? You just.
I didn't choose it.
Main choices are actions, yo. That's what you're misinterpreting.
I know what you're saying. I know, and look, you're missing.
In reference to the blueprint.
Oh, so you tell, all right, this is an action.
Exactly.
I decided to do that action.
Exactly.
Right? Did God know I was going to do that action?
Yep.
So when did I choose?
You just chose to do it.
No, he knew I was going to do it.
You just chose on this earth to do it.
He knew I was going to do it.
Just because he knew doesn't mean you chose to do it. That's what I'm saying. The choice is an action. The choice is represented as an action. You going to work every day. You driving every day. You walking. That's an action. That's a choice.
Not if you know I'm.
You could choose to stay in the bed. You could choose to do that. You could choose to do this.
I don't. He knows I'm gonna do it.
Man, he's not getting what I'm saying,
so,
bro.
All right. So if I place you, so let's pretend.
You don't know what you gonna do.
Listen. All right. Let's so I created a character in Grand Theft Auto. You play Grand Theft Auto? You played it before?
Yeah.
All right. You make your character. You decide whether he goes left or right. Right? You're controlling the controller. This character didn't choose to be in the game. You created this character. God created me. Mm-hmm. He chose. I know how I'm going to play this game. I know how I'm going to control. I know when I want him to shoot. I know when I want him to jump. But he might know that he might think he's in control. It's kind of like Wreck-It Ralph. Wreck-It Ralph, he knew he was a person. But the guy would come and control the game. He'll come wreck shit, blah, 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 blah. So it's a good movie for kids. But Wreck-It Ralph is how I feel.
I know it.
God, you know how God is.
My nephew like that shit.
God, he might have created me. We might think we're making these actions. We might have consciousness. We might have, I'm going to wake up. But God already knows exactly what I'm going to do. He knows exactly what this choice I'm going to make. So I'm not really making a choice. I never asked to be here. I never asked to be in his life. I never asked for my parents. I never asked for any. It might feel like a choice, but this is all written in his plan, in his blueprint. And the plan and the blueprint for everybody is not the same. And the question I always had was, why make a blueprint and a plan for someone if you know they're going to go through hardships? Why allow it to happen all the way from the beginning? If you knew Eve was going to tempt Adam with the apple before you even, why put the tree there?
Because the baby doesn't crawl before he walks.
Why put the tree there? If you know it's going to cause sin, why put the temptation there?
Maybe that was a representation of that's a representation of right and wrong.
But why create wrong?
Why not create wrong?
Because
why be right all the time?
Look what you have. You look what you have when you have wrong.
What does it solve to be right all the time? Nothing.
From a human standpoint.
What would life be if you're right all the time?
It'll be better.
And there's no wrong.
It'd be better than wrong. It'd be perfect, right?
But you're not perfect.
So why?
The only entity that's perfect is God.
And that was the question we had from the beginning. What would life be like if it was perfect? Since it's not perfect, why create something that's not perfect?
Life would be boring if it was perfect.
So it will be boring, right? But
right.
you know who's sitting back watching? God. So is it an entertaining movie to him? Because it'll be boring if everything.
You don't know what it is to him because
I
you
don't know.
Because
that's why I said, is it? I asked the question. I didn't make a statement.
Yeah.
Is it boring? Is he watching Mike like, yo, this would be a boring movie if everything was good? But you know what? I'm gonna go ahead.
We don't know that.
I don't. But in my mind, I have that question. Is he looking at it like it's a boring movie if everything was good? We need to spice it up. Add some bad in there. Make this movie real good for me. I got popcorn. I'm watching people's lives.
That's
get
not
destroyed.
the way that he sees it, man.
But how do you know?
That's.
But how do you know?
You don't know.
But
you don't know.
You don't. But
that would be your own interpretation. Interpretation of what you think.
But me applying my logic to the situation is I would not create anything that has bad. I would not do it. Because if I care about something and I put time in, I wouldn't do that. It would just be a boring movie for me. But it wouldn't be a boring movie to me. It would be great. If I could make my son it would be great. I'd be the happiest man. Shoot.
So in a game, how would it be if nobody lost?
Terrible game, right?
Yeah, how it'd be if every time it was a fucking tie, ain't nobody lose.
No, yeah.
Exactly.
All right, cool, right? Cool.
Right.
So if I'm an all loving being, I'm a loving being, and I love and care about people, and all I know is love. There is no evil within me. There is no evil within God, correct?
Right.
I believe that. No evil. Why? How could I create something evil? Unless the evil was already here, and this is the balance.
Say that again.
If everything about me is good, there is no evil within me. I'm love. I'm God. God is love. I can't create evil. So the story about Lucifer. If I believe God,
what is love? Okay,
God is life. God is life.
All right.
He breathes life.
Okay, so what is aggression? Is aggression love?
It depends how aggression is used.
But I'm saying
it could be used as love.
Like is being okay. Okay, so if you're aggressive,
that might be a bad emotion.
But I'm just saying, like, does love represent a softer side or a stronger side?
It can be both.
But 9 times out of 10, does it represent a softer side? When you're in love, are you emotional? Yes, you are.
And sometimes.
But when you're aggressive, does that represent strength?
Sometimes.
It
can represent love too.
Aggression represents love?
It can.
You talk about tough love?
That's what I'm saying. No.
Tough love?
No, aggression is not wouldn't be the proper, because all right.
But I'm saying if it was,
you can't use the word aggression. Aggression wouldn't be the proper.
If it was if it was a perfect world, how would you have aggression?
For something that you love.
But aggression is strong.
Yes, you can have
strong is strong love, but
no
tough and strong. Is that represented? Is that represented strong or weak? Tough and strong. The words.
You talking about
when you look at a wrestler.
Strong is the antonym of weak.
Yeah,
passive is the antonym of aggression.
When you look at Brock Lesnar, is he strong or represent him? I love and aggression. Do you see him as being a positive influence? No.
See, aggression. All right, so passive. All right, love can be. You can love aggressively. You can have love for something and be aggressive. The aggressive is not the correct term that you would use, because the two can be used positively. Aggressive is not a negative term. So you can't use love and aggression, because you can love something aggressively. Like, because I love Nick, I'm going to be aggressive in making sure he has the best things for him. My action will be aggression. Yeah, I'm going to make sure I work hard aggressively to do what I need to do to take care of him, because I love him. So aggression wouldn't be the correct term. And love can also be passive. When it's time for me to discipline, I can be passive towards how I discipline him, because I love him.
But I'm saying, if it was a perfect world, would you be able to use that aggressive technique in a perfect world? No, you wouldn't. And how would he learn from that?
But it's not about learning. The point I'm trying to get at is God is not the creator of evil. So the story about Lucifer, from my logic, cannot be true. I believe evil was already here. It had to be already here. Because why would I create something evil?
So what if he created Earth? What if he created Earth to put that evil on Earth? And not to have it in heaven, to isolate it.
All right.
We don't know that.
We don't know that. But this is the question that I will have.
Because heaven may be perfect.
And this is the question I would have. And this should be the question that everyone has. Because everybody's experienced joy and everybody's experienced pain. That moment that you experience your first bit of pain that you can recollect, that you felt that you had no control over, I would ask God, yo, why'd you bring me here for this? If you put the evil on the earth, and that's what Kyle was trying to say, he sent the earth, that's why he said hell on earth, he sent Lucifer down to the earth, the devil, and this is your playground. Why would you bring me here for this? You could have just left me where I was at.
Yeah, but that's not for you. But that's not for us to ask.
Why shouldn't we ask it?
Because once again, he put you here. You didn't put him here.
Exactly. So why can't I ask why am I here?
But I'm saying you can ask, but it's not like. But whatever answer he gives you in whatever form he gives you, you got to take it. Because once again, that's what you're presented.
So whatever answer,
you can ask all you want.
So whatever answer he gives, what if he doesn't give an answer?
I mean, once again, it's based upon his time, what he wants to do. Maybe you haven't got the answer yet.
So what about the people that
still living?
That's the thing. What about the people that never got the answer?
You don't know the people. You don't know what people has got. That's what I'm saying. They're living their own lives.
You don't know, but you don't know what
you only can base yourself upon your life.
But to assume that he actually gives an answer is very definitive.
No, I'm not assuming that. I'm saying once again, when you ask him to give you answers, if he doesn't give it to you right away, that's not that's not on you.
You got to take right away out of it.
No, I'm saying if he doesn't give it to you all at that moment,
it's not at the moment. You got what if he doesn't give you an answer?
Who knows if he don't give you an answer?
You can't say
you don't
right
know
away
that
at the moment.
You don't know if there's an answer or not. That's what I'm saying because it's on his time.
But I can tell you that I've asked questions and haven't received answers.
Because you're still living.
I am.
Exactly.
But some questions I don't even care about no more.
It doesn't matter. But you asked it already.
But I haven't received an answer.
That's right.
And it's past the window of me caring.
But he still might give it to you because it's on him.
So why would you do that?
Because once again, it's on his terms. He put you here for a reason.
It's on his terms. It's on his terms. So the fact that I didn't receive an answer, and he knows what decision I'm going to make when I don't receive that answer. So now other people have to suffer because I did not receive an answer. Is that fair for the other people? Is that fair?
I wouldn't say that.
So
I wouldn't say other people have to suffer. I would just say he has another plan for you.
But I'm talking about from my experience, other people will suffer from me not having the answer.
But once again, how do you know this?
Other people have suffered from me not having answers. I'm telling you from experience. People have suffered by me not having answers. People have suffered and been hurt by me not getting answers.
What I'm saying is, just because you ain't get the answer yet, bro.
It's not like
it's not on your time to get the answer when you want to get the answer.
But it happens to everybody.
But you can't speak for everybody because you're not in everybody's life.
I'm not in everybody's shoes, but logic. We keep talking about logic. Yeah. I can't be 1,000,000 years old according to logic, but why can't I apply logic to saying that hurt has happened to everyone? And because of hurt, people have treated people different ways. People have done other things because of their hurt. I've not lived everyone's lives, but I'm not blind to what the world is, because that's what the world is people reacting from hurt. People reacting from lack of clarity and understanding from what God is supposed to be presenting.
But that's like saying everybody laughs. Everybody cries, which they do. It's not. Everybody does have pain.
Yeah, exactly. So what I'm saying is people get hurt from other people's pain because of other people's lack of understanding. How many people ask why did something bad happen to somebody? It happens all the time. I see it all the time. Why did you take so-and-so? Who are they talking to? They're not talking to me because I don't have the answers. But the one person that does have the answer doesn't answer.
But those answers are that good you're speaking of.
But no, it's not the good, because sometimes people don't see the good. People don't see the good from it. So,
But you're speaking of people
all right,
once again, bro. You
but-
don't know what people are going through. You don't know.
I can tell you what people haven't seen the good.
You just know what you're going through as an individual.
All right, but what I'm saying is, this person is looking for something good in their life, right? Nothing good is happening. Bomb. Something happens to them. But another person might see that and use that as an instrument to do something good. This person is no longer here, not seeing the good that's impacted. But maybe if they're able to see that good,
why would they have to see the good? Why would that person have to see their good? That's their life.
The answer that they're looking for from experience is, I'm looking for something good to happen.
They were probably a
But
vessel. They were a vessel for that person.
Take they out of it. I'm talking about me now.
All right.
I'm saying I'm looking for something good to happen. Nothing good is happening because this bad is happening in my life. The people around me are suffering.
Because it's not on your time.
But it's not on my time, but this has nothing to do with this person over here. But they are suffering. Is that fair to this person?
Life isn't fair, bro.
Why would you create a life that's not fair?
Life is not
What
fair,
is,
bro.
I know that's the point I'm trying to make. If I am God,
That
why,
would be-
if I am God, why create something that's, if I love
because
you,
nothing can be good all the time,
if
bro.
that
would be a perfect world.
Then don't make it.
You're in it though.
But don't. But that's the,
You're
that's
in
the
it.
thing.
There's no there. Once again, there's no turning back. You're in it.
I am in it. But you have to go to the beginning. If everything can't be good and everything can't be perfect, why create it at all?
But you can't go back a million years and say boom.
But that's the whole point of the question. The whole point of the thing is why, and you keep trying to make excuses and answer for God, but you can't. You keep saying, "Oh, that's life. Life isn't fair."
It's not an excuse. It's just basic logic.
You're trying to. It's not. You're trying to answer for God, and you can't. You keep trying to answer, "Oh, it's just life. It's just basic logic." But why is this life, and why is this life like this? Why is this considered basic logic?
That's a definitive answer.
But you keep trying to answer for
because
God.
nobody has the answers.
You're answering it. You keep trying to answer for God. You keep trying to say this is life. Well, why is this life? Well, that's just the way things go. You can't answer for God, but you keep trying to answer for God. I keep trying to say that I'm asking God, why is life like this? Well, that's just the way it be. There's a point, but why? You can't answer it, but you keep trying to put an answer to it. And there is no answer to it because God has not given anybody the answer. And we're going to keep waiting and waiting by the whole time. Everything is going down and burning down around you while we're waiting for answers. But we need answers now. Like, it's not on our time. No,
exactly.
It's not on our time. It's not on our time.
It's not.
But it's not on our time. But it's if you love me, if you love us, is common logic would dictate this is this what love is?
He does love you because you're here.
No, it's not about being here.
Because you're here.
So people that are here, just because they're here, that's good? Just because they're here?
Because you only get one life, as they say. Yep.
You're here.
Yep. You're breathing.
You're getting fucked in the ass every day by your dad, but you're here though. You're still breathing, buddy. Keep on moving. Keep on breathing, buddy. You're still here. That's it. This is the joy. You're still here. You're still here.
Man, that's not the point.
It is the point. You're here. You're here.
You're right. You're absolutely right. They're there for a reason too.
But that's the reason. So that's God. What's my reason? I'm over here getting fucked by my dad in the ass every day. Not me, but that's my reason. This is my reason for living. This is my reason, God.
Hey, listen. Once again, that situation may make that person strong.
But it's a million. But there's a million people that don't make it from that situation. There's a million people that don't make it.
You're speaking for everybody, and you don't know everybody, bro.
I don't. But there's people that don't. I know people that haven't made it from that situation. I know people. I'm not speaking for the world, but I'm speaking for...
But you don't know everybody. You don't know their whole life stories, bro.
But this happens to a lot of people. Bad things happen to people, and God allows bad things.
What I'm saying is you have to focus on you.
All right.
You can't focus on anybody else's life.
I am in the world, right? So other people's lives do affect me, correct?
I mean...
They do, right?
Yeah, I'm assuming, but you don't know everybody's life.
But I wasn't here a million years ago. How do you know that?
Man, that's common
But it's
logic.
not. It's not common. You keep trying to apply.
That's common logic that you weren't here a billion years ago,
but
bro.
you apply common logic to what you want to apply common logic to. But when I say, yo, people who go through stuff and they don't come back from it. Oh, but you don't know everyone's life,
Bro, it's common sense, bro. You weren't here a billion years ago.
So, but listen, is it common sense to say people don't come back from bad things happening? Is it common sense? Does it happen? I know I don't know everybody. Like you said, there's 8 billion people in the world. I don't know all 8 billion people.
That's an open-ended statement. So I'm gonna say
so open-ended statement saying common logic, saying I wasn't here a million years ago. You don't know. You don't know. You don't know everything that's out here.
You would be a skeleton,
You
bro.
don't based upon what? Science.
Millions of years.
Science. You're basing life on science.
Decayed of flesh.
Science, because that's what science told you.
Decayed of flesh.
Is that
bro.
what science told you? Is that what you believe?
So you
is that what you believe in science?
Do you believe that you were here a billion years ago? No, you don't. You don't believe that. I know you don't.
I'm using it as you're taking it literal, and I'm using it as.
But you were saying that's what you're saying to me, though.
No, I'm using it literal. I mean, I'm using it figuratively. To say that yours is an open-ended statement. You believe in this, you believe in that, you know this, you know that. But now, when I say something, oh no, this can't be it because it's common logic.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
But common logic doesn't dictate that just because someone wrote something in a book is factual. Common logic does not dictate that there's a God. Because common logic doesn't dictate.
I mean, the 3 points is that we don't know everybody's life. We know that we're on this earth. We know that we're on this earth breathing because God put us here, plain and simple. And number three, what was number 3? Number 3 was,
so
I don't know what number 3 was, but them two.
So you're saying we.
So
You're saying back to what I said 2 hours ago. Everyone knows that God put them here. Everyone knows that. You said we know. Everyone. That's everyone. But you said we don't know everyone's lives. So everyone knows this, but we don't know everyone's lives. 2 contradictory statements in the 3 points you just made. We don't know what everyone been through. So how do we know that we know we're here because of God? If we don't know what they've been through, how do we know we're here that we're here because of God?
Because once again we went step by step.
But those are 2 statements you just said.
No, but once
they contradict each other.
That goes back to God's plan and the step by step situation and the 7 days it took to make the earth.
But no,
plain and simple. That's documented.
But take documented. There's a million things to say we came.
But
from
it
apes.
says the same thing.
There's a million things to say we came.
But the Bible.
So evolution. We say we came from apes.
I'm not speaking of evolution.
But that's in 1,000 books. That's in 1,000 books. It's been documented.
I'm speaking of the Bible.
It's been documented.
I'm speaking of the Bible.
So has evolution been documented?
I'm speaking of the Bible.
Has the Big Bang?
I like all of that. All of that. That's science. That's a whole different situation. Science and religion are 2 different things.
2 different things, correct?
2 different subjects in school.
2 different subjects.
There you go.
So how do you know a person million years old will decay? That's science.
Exactly.
That's not biblical.
Exactly. It's also data and information.
But Methuselah was 900 years old, right?
That's
documented. That's not science.
But she wasn't 1,000,000 years old.
It was a he.
Oh yeah, whatever.
So he was 900, but that's documented. So what did he look like at 900 years old? What did he look like?
What did he look like? He probably looked like a skeleton.
You don't know what he looked like. But you're saying the science to religion, 2 different things. You try to apply science what you want to apply science to. You apply religion when you want to apply religion.
I'm going by the fact that so you as a person, you would be lying about your age, lying about your birth.
I was using that as a figure. I was using that figure the whole time. It was figurative, saying, how do you know anything about, because you're saying we know we're here for a reason, but the statement before saying that you don't know what everyone has gone through, so how do you know that they've been here for a reason? That they know that they're here for a reason. If you don't know what they've been through,
because we're here on this earth right now.
But how do you know that they know that why they're here?
How do you know that they know why they're here?
Yeah, you just said we don't know.
People don't know why they're here. I said we're here for a reason.
But how do you know that we're here for a reason?
Because we're here in the physical. It's civilization. That's why we're here. We're here right now. The energy, the physical person in the flesh, we're not dead.
So
we're here for a reason.
All right. So you take that. So what would be the reason?
What would be the reason? We don't have a reason why we're here, because once again, that's God's plan. What I said 3 hours ago, bro.
All right. And the point I tried to make was, is God's plan cool?
That's not for you to say.
Why isn't it?
Because once again, this is that thing called life. Once again, that we've been talking about, that we have to go through, bro.
Why?
What you mean? Why? Because it's a blueprint, like we've been saying. That's God's plan.
Yeah, but why?
That's step by step. 7 days it took him to make this. That's what he's doing. That's what he's doing with the people. So he's taking you step by step through life. So, wherever your life ends, it ends.
So why would you do it? Like, it's the thing.
What do you mean? Why? That's what he got. That's what he got in store for you.
So why? All right. So the people who he puts here, who are born with who are born with deformities, who are born with no legs, no arms, or whatever, why would you put
adversity?
So yeah, I want you to go.
Adversity, and that person getting molested, that person has adversity also. They saying, "Oh, I can overcome this shit I'm going through right now with my father or whoever."
Everyone overcomes.
No, I'm just saying. I'm making an example like you just was. I'm saying adversity is why these negative things may happen, and to make people strong.
And I'm going off of the adversity. So does everyone overcome adversity?